going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I had to have some surgery on my eye today, and I took off work tonight, laid in the bed, and I'm feeling a little bit great now. So since I ain't got to work tonight, I'm about to put in work in my garage. So got a couple packs. I got what I need to install the jack shaft. So this is the new coolant temp sensor. We got that, and we have here, we have the filter sock for the fuel pump, which I still can't do that yet because I'm waiting on the fuel leveler sensor. So when I get that, then I can get the fuel pump where I need it to be. I got the dash 10 AN line fittings that I need, and I have the dash 10 AN lines that I need for my catch can. So we got that. So the only thing we need now, which I'm probably going to go to Summit Racing tomorrow and pick up, I need to get my brake-in oil, and I need to get the return line for the Navi, and I need to get like some push clips for inside my trunk. Just like we down to the little stuff. Oh, and I gotta get spark plugs, and then we should be able to fire this thing up. Shit, I might even start it tomorrow. What? I was thinking Saturday, but shit. Now I ain't going to work tonight. I'm about to get pretty much almost everything done. So might be firing this thing up tomorrow night. See what happens. Because I think today what I'm gonna do is of course I'm gonna get the jack shaft on. I'm already counting on I'm gonna have to trim some of this shroud off because the jack shaft is gonna hit it. So, which if I need to, that's okay. You know, we'll cut it. I got a Dremel, so we'll trim what we need to trim off. The main thing is, like the actual wall of the shroud is like the main thing that the radiator needs. Like this stuff right here is not gonna hurt anything. And that's what the last setup was lacking. It was just two fans that was on the radiator, and you want to have pretty much the whole surface area of the radiator covered. That's how it's the cooling factor is more efficient. And I don't feel that my last setup was efficient, which was why it was running hot. So that's why I put the stock fans back in for more cooling efficiency. So look at me trying to sound all professional and shit. I ain't nobody special. But anyway, yeah. If I'm sniffing a lot, it's because my eyes will be watering periodically because of it's irritating. So it makes my nose run. So it probably sounds like I'm doing cocaine. I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. But yeah. Let's get this coolant temp sensor swapped out, and then we're gonna get this jack shaft on. Now, when we get the jack shaft on, that's when we'll see what needs trimmed up. So now I can go ahead and officially tighten the radiator hose here, and then get this ready for the jack shaft to be installed. And hoping all this goes smooth, man. Hoping this goes smooth. We should have today, all right, today we should have the belt back on, so you'll be able to see the new belt routing, how I'm about to have the belt system. It's gonna be a whole new get out. The battery should be back in. I'm gonna have the booster pump just laying there where I want it to be at. The reservoir bottle be back in, and then I'm gonna put the charge piping back on, get that done, and then I'm gonna put my front bumper back on. So this thing about to look like a whole different car, or it's gonna look like it used to, but you know what I'm saying. And then yeah, by tomorrow, shit, it's just down to the nitty gritty of what needs done. So I'm pretty hyped, man. I can't wait. We almost there. You know, it's been a journey. You know, with this car, it's been quite a few times. I'm like, man, I'm done. I'm demodding this thing, but it's like every time I just keep pushing, like it just get more exciting. This is mine. I know I be talking too much, but listen, y'all gotta understand something. A lot of people that follow me or whatever. Hold up. A lot of people that follow me, they'll be like, man, I don't know how you do this or whatever. You spend all this money, whoop de whoop, right? I um I do this because I feel that uh, I might become something out of this. That I might make something out of this. That I'm actually doing something that I enjoy doing and doing something that I never thought that I'd ever have. Like I remember back in the Club GP days, a lot of OGs that watch my channel, they know what I'm talking about. Like the Club GP and the old Grand Prix forum pages, you'll see like the rich dudes, like they had these like monster built 3800s. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, I'll never in my life be able to get something like that. And then when I actually seen that my engine was getting built into an actual race block, man, and then I seen it, I'm like, damn, that's my shit. Like I did tear it up because I didn't think I'd ever get to this point. Not only that I got one built Grand Prix, I personally own two built Grand Prix. And I even built my wife one, man. Like built my brother one. And it's just damn, I'd have never thought that it would just come to this, man. And it's monumental and it feels good. I feel very accomplished for what I did. Even though if I do fail a lot, I always get back up and just keep it moving, man. And it feels great. Now, some people would be like, man, I don't know why you spending all this money in this platform, whoop de whoop. Well, you got to think of it like this, okay? I know these cars like the back of my head. Other platforms, I don't know shit about them. And I'm walking into a whole different ball game. And the money I'm spending, like, on these Grand Prix, I'm doing my own labor. So the money I'm spending on labor to do another platform, I'm putting it in to making the car that I know better. So, not really spending as much as you think. If I go to another platform, I'm gonna spend even more because I don't know shit about that. And then I got to source off for help. Then I'm waiting. Like me, y'all see how I move. Like when I want to do something, now I want it done. I'm not trying to wait 13 months to get my car done. And that's why I stay with my Grand Prix because I know this. This is what I know. This is what I do. So, um, yeah, like I said, I could go to another platform, but I'm starting all over again. Why would I want to start all over again? And my cars are done. Like I'm down there. If something go wrong, I'm just doing routine maintenance on them. I'm not going to do a whole different build, whoop de whoop. Like I felt like some people would be like, man, you spent too much money on that 3800 motor or whatever. Man, so like now that I have literally everything covered on Hellboy, man. And Hellboy to me don't have a price tag on how much money I spent on that car. That's my dude. Like that's my main one. I don't care how much money I spent on that car. That's what I want. But yeah, that's enough of the babbling. Let me go and get to work and get this going. Let's get to it. All right, let's show you what's going on. I don't know why I'm having a hard time, but I have to get those spacers in. There's the spacer that goes there, which is right there. I had to get that in, but I can't get this side in, so I gotta foot dangle it and get it. But I'm gonna do that right now, and then we'll come back for a recap. Then we'll hop back on the time lapse. Okay, there was a lot of bitching, but I got it on. It's just complicated to get the spacers in and then to get the bolt started. But once you get it started, it's cool. So here's the new belt setup. So previously, it went straight across, went around, went over that, and came that way. But now it goes down that way, goes under, around, then it goes to another pulley, and then goes down there. So that's the new pulley itself. We should not, look at that. We should not have any belt slip now. That's nice and wrapped up. Plus this belt's not as flexible as it was. It's got good tension on it. And then like this pulley right here used to be kind of cockeyed, but not anymore. So I think we did good doing this setup. So I'm gonna have to trim right here. Let's trim that right there, and then I got to do the same right here. Let's trim that, and then, but that's actually okay. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and put the battery back in, and then finish buttoning up the radiator. Everything over here is tight, so we'll put the battery on, put the hose back in the reservoir bottle. I'll just lay the booster pump right there because that's where it's going to go, and then route a couple things back here, and we'll do the charge pipes. So then after I get the charge pipes on, then we could put the front bumper back on. It's getting close. So I'm gonna take me a break, but it won't be a break for you guys. So let's get to it. All right, so in the midst of me taking my break or whatever, I'm working in and didn't even record. All right, so I actually had to call my homie Brandon, which if he comment on the comments, it'll be Alex Sims. Trying to figure out my catch can setup. So like first I wanted to go that way, but I couldn't because it was hitting there. Then we was like, well, we should do a 45, but then it was gonna go over the belt, and I didn't want that. Had to try to go this way, but then the dog bone went on because look how it is. So this is what we came up with. First, before I show you the wrist, it went like this. Then I had to go all the way across. Had to go under there, then go under there. But shorter is better. So Brandon came up with, we went here, right up there, go under the throttle body, and there. And let me tell you, the hood barely shuts. Barely. Good thing I got a cow hood, because it barely shut. So now, the other problem now, which I'm pretty much lost my soul about this one. So see that fitting right there? Yeah, I can't get the AN fitting in there because of the alternator relocation. So now I got to take the cash can off. I got to take that off. I got to take the strut bar off. I got to take that off. I got to take the belt off. I got to take the alternator back off just to get the alternator relocation kit, and then I got to get it cut and then put it all back together. This is what I mean when it comes to custom setups. You go through BS like this. Sorry though. So once I get that, then that's the rest of the line. The catch can setup will be done. Already test fit, make sure the hood shut with both fittings on. We're good. So that's out the way. So after I get done doing all that BS, then I gotta trim the fan shroud. I have to take this back off because I forgot to put the mounts back on right there. But thankfully, I don't have to take the whole shaft off because I'd have been ready to just throw this car outside. So that's gotta happen. Then I'll put the battery in and all that other rigmarole. But yeah. Then after that, I could put the charge pipe on. I mean, really, I'm close. Like, I'm there. It's just, when it comes to perfection, cleanliness, it takes time and patience. So I'm all about that. So I'll get that taken care of. I'm gonna go and get me something to eat and just call it a day for the day, because I don't want to attack this with the mind state I'm in right now, because I'm like disgusted because I got to take all this back off again. But I'll get it. But I apologize I didn't get that work on camera. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Progress though. And I also got to figure that out. So that's got to go on my harness, and I got to figure out a way to make that look clean. I haven't come up with a plan with that yet. But all right, I'm gonna end it here. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe tonight if I wake back up. We'll be back to attack this, and the way I'm going, shoot, I might be doing first startup tomorrow. We'll see. But I'll catch you guys on the next one.